Welcome to the show tonight, everybody. On this really wild and windy night.
Had heaps of rain here today, so hopefully that's gone into the creek systems and good for the panners and high bankers.
That's right. Yeah. So all good. Yeah. Okay, now we've got a good prize coming up tonight. We're going to give away some koala poo. It's very exciting.
Been going around the backyard scraping it up from underneath the trees and putting it in boxes. No, look, it's chocolate with licorice in it.
So like a licorice bullet.
Yeah.
And the most delicious licorice bullets I've ever tasted.
Because we were selling them at the 4x4 show and we had to open a box.
We had to.
And try the goods.
And it was funny the comments we were getting from everybody going past at the 4x4 show because they're boxed so nicely. And you'd see the dads come along with the little daughters in pushes or just walking along. And the dads would be saying, "Here, look, koala poo. Wouldn't you love some koala poo to eat?" And the little girls are just like so shocked. No.
And some of the internationals were buying it for presents to send back overseas, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. They loved them. So it was really, really popular.
So that's the giveaway tonight.
And so to win a box of koala poo, all you have to do is to comment and say, why do you love prospecting? I'll be really interested to see your answers, guys, because it can be different for everybody. Be yourself on this. So that'll be good. And as we alluded to, we had the 4x4 show on the weekend in Melbourne.
We did. We set up Thursday, wasn't it? Set up Thursday. And we were trading Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Yeah. We had Brad from Mind Lab there helping.
We did. Brad's good. What?
Yeah. Good what?
I don't know. I can't think of my word.
It's just
good value.
Good value.
That's what I was
just knowledgeable on everything and
that's right. All the detector knowledge and prospecting and he's great. He's a great help. So
and even packing up, he gave us a hand, didn't he? And went above and beyond.
That's
so
right. He always does
thanks,
go
Brad.
above and beyond. Yes, thank you very much, Brad. That was awesome. And we saw quite a few people we knew come by the store, didn't we?
There was heaps.
Yeah, there was. Andy Bales.
Oh, yeah.
Guy as well.
Detect expert from my lab.
David and Kitty.
Oh, yeah. David and Kitty. Who else was there?
Yeah. There was...
Probably forgot a few.
The Brereton family from Melbourne, Peter Maybe.
I didn't see.
Oh, you didn't see them?
Nah, must have been out and about, was I? Looking at my new four-wheel drive to buy.
It was very tempting, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
There was one there I liked, but that's another story.
Yeah, that's another story. There was also a nice little red Corvette there. I don't know how that fitted into four-wheel drive territory though, but
it was nice. You liked it, didn't you?
I did like it.
Yeah.
It was very nice.
was only about that high off the ground.
That's right. Wouldn't be any good for four-wheel driving.
Nah.
Yeah, that was
probably
nice.
like my early days when I had the RX-7.
Yeah.
And it was only about that high off the ground, and I kept breaking the front spoiler.
Yes, I know. There was certain roads you couldn't go on, and certain driveways into the shopping centres you couldn't go up, and all sorts of things. Never mind.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the 4x4 show, it was a really great event, guys. That must have had about 40,000 people there, and it was massive.
It was.
Massive.
We went for a walk in the morning, didn't we, before it opened?
Yeah.
And we had trouble remembering where we were coming back.
It's hard to find where we. Yeah,
it
where
was
we came
massive.
From.
But not a lot of caravans there, which I like.
Bonus.
But there was a lot of like big marquees and sheds that had people selling bull bars and power banks and
a lot of cars.
A lot of cars to look at and just a lot of accessories and it was
good.
I wish we had more time to walk around and see it all, but always next year.
Well, we'll be there next year.
We will be there next year.
We won't be walking around it, unfortunately.
No.
But it is a good event to go to if anyone's interested next year. Okay, so tonight's topics, or some of them. Stock update. So we've had a couple of fresh arrivals. which have been Coil Tech. Got a few of them. We've got a 14x9 coil in. We had some 10x5 coils. I'm not sure if we've still got some or not. We may have.
Yeah, and I know there is a bit of a waiting list for some of them. Like if we're only getting 2 in, it's to the first 2. Yeah. So if you got your name down there, guys.
That's the best way to get them.
Yeah, but some will be still waiting for them to come in. But yeah, I think they're starting to catch up.
Yeah, I think they might be.
Yeah.
We also got some sizes of the JB's boots in that we'd been waiting for a bit. So yeah, I think it was the 9.5, 9.5 size.
Okay.
That was pretty popular, so we got them in again.
They're the elastic ones, or the
the boots.
Oh yeah, both of them are good boots, aren't they?
Yeah.
The lace up ones.
Well, yeah, the Cyclonics, the lace ups are good too.
Yeah, support your ankle.
Yeah. I think we've got a bit of both in actually.
Yeah.
So
okay.
That was really good.
Yeah.
And what else we got? Gold price.
We'll be talking about that a little bit.
Yes.
A Tech Titan video.
Okay.
And I'll be talking about loaming for gold tonight.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of them old trades, I suppose, that not a lot of people, not a lot of prospectors understand.
Okay.
It's hard work, but I'll talk more about it later on.
Yeah. And our top 5 bestsellers for this week have been the Made for Muffs headphone hats, which are so popular at the moment, and they're great for not just prospecting, but also if you're on your lawnmower or using noisy equipment where you would normally
outside
use muffs. Headphones. Number 2 was our raspberry drops, which is a new product that we have in, and they're like a boiled raspberry lolly, and they are really delicious. We went through a bottle of them at the show as well as a box of koala poo.
Weren't they called something else rather than raspberry drops, weren't they?
No, that's what I was calling them when I was putting them in the thing. Yeah, raspberry drops, rock candy, raspberry drops.
Yeah.
We also have eucalyptus drops as well, which I don't think we've tasted them yet, have we?
No, that's later.
That's later, yeah. Along with more koala poo. Number 3 was the koala poo for the sales of the week. That's so good. So good. Number 4 was They Once Raced Here, Volume 3. And number 5 on the list was They Once Raced Here, Volume 1.
If anyone's wondering what they are, it's Chris has gone around the goldfields and he's done the research on where the old race courses were. And volume 1, 2, 3, and 4 will be on certain areas. So
we got 4.
We got 4 in?
I think he's working on 4.
Oh, he's working on 4. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know about 4. We've got the 3 of them in.
Yeah.
And like I had somebody at the show ask me, well, if I buy a relic detector, where do I go? How do I know where to go? So, and I was giving them some tips. Where your daffodils grow, see them out in the bush and that type of thing, your trees that aren't native to the areas. And bricks.
Yeah. And this time of the year coming into spring, there's a lot of fruit trees that are coming out in blossom. And when you're driving through the bush...
That'd stand out a lot.
They stand out a lot. But you've got to be a little bit careful because if a bird's carried the seed somewhere and there's only one tree, it might not be an old house, but if there's a few different trees, and like you said, the daffodils are a giveaway this time of the year.
That's right.
In Victoria anyway.
Yeah.
Don't
know if they grow up north or not.
I know there's none in the west.
Yeah, no, you don't see them over there. So, but then also I said, grab some of these books, They Once Raced Here books, because they tell you exactly where the old race courses are.
Yeah.
So
even though a lot of the race courses are on private property, but I suppose it gives you the chance to go and ask the property owner, whether they mind you going in there.
And always ask, guys, always ask.
Yeah, do the right thing.
It's not nice to look out your window and see somebody over in one of your paddocks with a detector. We don't go for that at all. So, just go ask. I mean, if you don't ask, the answer's no anyway, is what I figure. So
don't ask, you don't know.
Yeah, that's right. Coal price.
Yeah, it's jumped up. This was taken, lunchtime today. 167.52. Now, I have seen it's jumped up a little bit more. I think the reason it's jumping up is because I know the US is buying a lot of gold, more than usual. Russia and China are still buying it. Mm-hmm. There's something that they know that they don't want us to know. You know, there's talks of the US government are revaluing the gold they've got now on their books. The US gold per ounce is valued at $42.22 an ounce. Mm-hmm. And they're saying on a lot of the forums and that the only way for America to get out of the economic poo that they're in is to revalue the gold. And some are talking about revaluing the gold, you know, $10,000, $15,000, $30,000 US an ounce. It's only speculation, you know, but I follow a lot of these things on YouTube. As you know, I'm generally out here every morning and night, just not taking it all in, but I suppose filtering it a bit and just seeing what's going on. But at the moment, I think that's why the little spike again, and with the interest rates and that has an effect with it.
And the Reserve Bank did announce that there would be, well, I don't know, it was their exact words, I think it was the media words, that it would be raining interest rate drops into the future. Yeah. So it seems like there'll be a few interest rate drops coming, which does send gold up. So. Yeah. So yes, gold is still a great investment.
It is.
Relic of the week.
Okay.
So what have you got?
I've got a, they call it a Prattware pot lid, if you can see that, guys. Probably a little bit out of focus. But it's something that you don't detect. See, they're very thin. It's something that you don't detect, but I suppose when you're out the bush and you get a sound in an indentation in the ground, it's probably their old rubbish hole. And they throw bits of steel in the hole. That's where you get the sound from to start digging. And then there's other artefacts that turn out, you know, I've talked about old bottles before, but pot lids. Now, this particular one is fairly common. It's probably only, I could be a little bit out on prices, but I know they only used to be worth around the $50 mark you could pick them up for.
That was probably 20 years ago, was it?
Probably. So they may be worth a little bit more.
Here, we read out what it says. It says a Bride and Bark's cherry paste, extra moist for the teeth and gums, made by Bride and Bark and Co., perfumers and distillers of wood violet, to Her Majesty the Queen.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what they're actually the lid, and they went on a little ceramic pot, and that's what had the ingredients in it. And this one obviously was toothpaste. You know, there's ones that you can get. I know there's Bear's greases, and there's ones for eye ointments, and there's corns on your feet ointments, and and they used to show these at the exhibitions around the world, showcasing their products, and it was just. Who had the fanciest lid, you know.
Really?
There's some beautiful ones. There's one in the shop at the moment. It's bear's grease, and it's got a bear attacking a bloke with a gun. He's sort of like that. Yeah, beautiful lids.
And it's all really colourful, isn't it, that one?
Yeah. But look, they range in price anywhere from, again, I could be out in price here. Someone will probably know more about the lids than me. But I have seen them pay up to $5,000 for a lid. You know, years ago I dug two in Ballarat, which at the time I sold, I think, for $500 each, and I believe they're well over $5,000 now. Just the rarity of them. They were a common one
because they're breakable too, so they just don't survive, do they?
Well, this one has actually been got a crack in it. It's been glued.
Oh, okay.
But just as a showpiece, it's
Yeah.
But old bottle diggers, that's the dream of finding rare pot lids. You know, like detectorists a gold sovereign's on everyone's bucket list. Yeah.
So a bottle digger's dream is a pot lid.
A good pot lid, yeah. a rare one, I suppose. Yeah,
or a rare bottle.
So, yeah, but if you go onto eBay and put in Prattware pot lids, there's a lot on there, or on Google search. There's some beautiful ones. A lot of them are hunting scenes or country scenes, that type of thing.
Okay.
I see there was one recently sold for £2,800 in London, so I don't know what
that's about double. Used to be double, so
double.
Maybe 5, 6 or something.
Yeah.
Australian.
Yeah. It's a lot of money that if you drop it, it's broken.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wow.
I have found a few of these actually in Western Australia, just walking around detecting, and I've seen them on the ground.
Okay.
But yeah, I remember I kept one which was complete, and because it'd been sitting in the WA sun for years, I actually dropped it and shattered into a million pieces. But anyway.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So that's the relic of the week. But yeah, you know, they might be sitting in the ground upside down. Yeah, I've heard of rare ones being found sitting on top of the ground. So keep an eye open for them. If you're not sure, look on eBay or another site to see what they're worth. Yeah. Okay.
Excellent. So now we've got the gold of the week.
Gold of the week. This is one that come into the shop. I'll just try and get it in focus there. Nice little solid nugget.
It's pretty red, isn't it?
It is. That one's, I noticed earlier on, it's got a little bit of ironstone in it, that one there. So if we weigh him, it weighs 26.44. So it's just over 3/4 of an ounce.
Right, nice.
Yeah. So what's that in dollar terms? It's a bit. Yeah, it's a bit. But nice water-worn piece. Yeah, got a lot of character to it.
Yeah.
And that will be going into a pod, probably into the shop for sale.
Yeah, that's it.
It's criminal to melt down nuggets like that, or, you know, I just don't like to see that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's a collector piece.
It is a collector's piece. Yeah, nice nugget.
Sure is. Okay, so on to our next topic, which is the Great Forest National Park proposal, which has been dominating a lot of the news over probably the last 3 or 4 years, I guess. But it has actually been, the whole proposal has actually been shut down, which is, yes, yay. It was going to be it was a hugely ambitious project, mostly driven by the Greens, to pretty much lock up a lot of our forests in Victoria, especially over the Gippsland side and the north side, our high country. So it's been knocked on the head, which is absolutely amazing, due to the work of, you know, a few people. One in particular of note is Bill Schultz. Now, we know Bill, we've known Bill for many, many years, and he has been tireless in his pursuit of, you know, fairness for prospectors. And he started up Bugyu, which is
the Bush Users Group
of Australia.
Yep.
Yes. And
United.
Oh, United, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, Bugyu. Right, yes, okay.
Bush Users Group United.
Not Bugger.
Bugger.
Bugyu. Bush Users Group United. And he's done a lot of work. He's made a lot of submissions, organised rallies, petitions. He is such a hard worker for our cause.
And Jason Cornish from the exec committee of the PMAV.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of them jobs, both Bill and Jason, you don't get any thanks for it, I suppose. It's a lot of hours put in, you know, at night time, and submissions and rallies, and, you know.
That's right.
And there's a lot more people that stand behind these guys too. That's
right. There's a lot of people that we probably don't even know about. But, you know, it's a great team that has brought this Great Forest National Park proposal to its knees.
Yeah.
So
thanks, guys, for standing up to them. And
Absolutely. No, amazing job. And this is one of the reasons why you should all be members of the PMAV.
Because the more members they've got, I always generally say this, the more members the PMAV have, the more say and clout we have, I suppose. You know, we can say that we've got, 10,000 members, and it's just, yeah.
And the PMAV stands for Prospectors and Miners Association of Victoria. So it's a Victorian group, and the exec branch does work tirelessly on pursuing the interest for all prospectors, and just, I think, show them some respect and be a member.
And we know the work they put in because we've both been on the exec committee, and it's a lot of work goes into it.
That's right. A lot of volunteer hours. So,
a lot.
Yeah. Thankless hours too, I might add. Okay, so we've got a customer find on next.
Okay.
So basically, I'm imagining we've got a photo up there now of this. So I'll read out the notes I have here. Every now and then I tag along with my husband on his gold detecting trips. He's the real detectorist in the family. I'm more of a crafty type, she says. Usually I just help him out or take the dog for a walk while he swings his Minelab GPX 6000. Since he upgraded, I've been using his old Minelab SDC 2300. I only detect for about an hour each time we head out. On a recent trip near an old hut site, I uncovered something totally unexpected, a ring. Just before that, I'd found a piece of blue and white plate in the same area. So as we were saying before, typical indications that there's been an old house nearby or something of the sort. It was a great reminder that there's more than just gold out there in the bush. Sometimes history itself is waiting to be uncovered.
Wow.
And honestly, like, we had our Relics cabinet up at the 4x4 show, and it had a lot of interest, didn't it? Like, if those pieces could tell a story, that would just be amazing. So yes, it's really amazing finding the history out there.
And one person that walked past, and I was talking to him at the stall about the relics, he said, I'd rather find artefacts like this than a gold nugget,
Yeah.
And I can relate to that.
I can understand that. Yeah. Okay, now a new product we've got in.
Okay.
Trailblazer backpack. It is compact and portable. It has a clip-on carry strap, has a flared mouth for better flow, a proven gold recovery system. Now, we're giving $15 off this as an introductory offer for 7 days only. And all you have to do, if you're buying it online, is put in Gold Class 15 as the code, the discount code, and you get $15 off. Okay. So, yeah, if you're thinking about trying something like this, well, this would be a really great one to start with.
Yeah, and it's a step up from gold panning. You know, everyone starts off gold panning. The more dirt you can put through something, the more gold you're going to get.
Makes it much easier, doesn't it, than gold panning?
Yeah.
A lot easier.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, our tip for the week.
Always scan the piles of dirt rabbits scratch out, as they can expose ground otherwise never reached. I remember when we were up at Lanakuri one year, I took the people down for a training lesson, and the rabbits had scratched out in the pile of dirt, and went over it. Sure enough, there was I think it was about a 1 gram nugget.
Wow.
You know?
Okay.
But it's not just rabbits too. It's in WA, goannas will scratch it out. And I believe that's how the goanna patch was found, north of Leonora, that a goanna had scratched out a fairly large nugget, and they called it the goanna patch.
Right, okay, makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah.
Very cool. Okay, tours. Our boot camps have been selling well, especially the 2-day ones, guys. They're booked out at the moment. We have a few spots on the 3-dayer at Moonambell in October, and a few spots at Talbot for the 5-day tour in November. So if you're interested in coming along on those ones, get your name down, because it will sell out. They're always a sellout. So Yeah, and once this nicer weather comes along, I think everybody will be jumping on it.
Yeah.
You kind of forget what nicer weather is on a day like
Today.
Even though we've had some beautiful weather over the weekend and that, but no, it doesn't take long to forget.
We need the rain,
yeah,
that's for sure.
Okay, so next up we're going to a video about you finding a tektite.
Wow.
In WA.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so the video is not working, guys. So
yeah, so Dad can't find a tektite, can he? So yeah, if you're wondering, I can just tell people what a tektite is. When meteorites hit the Earth and the slag shot up into the atmosphere, as they're coming back into the atmosphere, they're burning up, and it's all the sand and that around where the meteorite hit, and you get these like black buttons, and there's like a line of them. I think it's from Port Campbell up to the other side of WA. There's a line of them. Look, I only found one this year. Normally I find a few of them, but I suppose once they're gone, they're gone. They're not worth a terrible lot, anywhere from, you know, probably $20 up to $500, but the $500 ones are the bigger ones. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Topic of the night, loaming for gold.
Loaming for gold. This loaming for gold is something that people have heard about, but they don't know what's involved. And this is what the old timers used to do. They used to go up the gullies and they would dig holes in that gully. When they found a bit of gold, they'd dig another one probably next to it to see if it was just a fluke that they'd landed on it. But the more holes in a gully, the richer it was, because they're sort of sampling the ground. But the more holes are, the richer it was. But then they might get to a point where there's no gold up the top end of that gully. And the last few bits that they got might have been really rough, sharp and jagged, so that they know it's come from a source somewhere. So then they will generally go up the sides of the hills, either to the left of the gully, to the right of the gully, and loaming then comes into play. And that's where they'll dig a little test hole. They used to put it in like a stocking. They dig another hole next to it, you know, maybe 2 foot away, tie it in a stocking, and they would repeat that maybe, you know, 12 holes in a line on the side of the hill. Then they would take that dirt down to the creek, pan it off. There might be nothing in number 1, 2, 3, 4, but in number 5 there's 2 specks and there's nothing in the rest. So they go up the hill a little bit further and repeat the process. So they'll dig another 12 holes above the previous 12 holes, and then they'll take that dirt down to the creek again, wash it, and this time there might be 12 bits of gold in number 6 hole, but the gold's getting rougher and it's getting bigger. So then they go up the hill a bit further, repeat the process, and they might be getting, you know, I'll just exaggerate here, 100 little pieces in the pan, and it's getting sharper, rougher, and then when they go up the hill again, there might be no gold, so that they know that the reef is somewhere close to the last spot where they got the gold. So then they'll dig a trench, which is called a costine, because most, I'll say most, because some people argue with me that not all reefs, but I'll say most reefs run north-south. So they'll dig a trench running east-west to intersect the reef. Then when they find that reef, they will study that really hard. They'll take different parts of that reef, put it in their dolly pot, crush it up, and see how much gold's in the reef. it sounds easy, but it's not, because then you've got indicators and slates and that you have to follow. And where it faults, that's where the gold makes. But they'll sample that reef pretty damn hard and see how much gold's in it. Now, some reefs were that rich, they could see the gold in it. And the old timers always carried an eyeglass with them, and they would study that rock. You know, it's like a modern day geologist. They always carry a magnifying glass and have a look at the stone to see if they can see any. But some reefs were that rich, didn't need an eyeglass, you know. So that's Loaming. There is a book. Sam Cash is an old prospector. I think it's about $20, and it's called Loaming for Gold. But I've tried it, but gee, it's hard work, you know, when you're taking samples on the side of the hill, and by seeing how much gold, or if there's any gold in a particular sample, you can work out the line of the gold, because it just doesn't come out of the hill straight down. It might go on a side of an angle, and that's where loaming comes into effect. Now, the modern day version of loaming for gold is metal detectors, you know, and that's basically what we're doing. If we're working new ground, we're loaming the ground, trying to find that first piece, then we're trying to find the second and third piece and seeing where that patch or that line of gold is heading.
Okay.
Yeah. It's hard, you know, when you're out in the bush and you find one piece here and one piece over there, because you don't know how much gold has gone in the years gone by with detectors. But basically that's what we're doing with detectors. We're loaming for gold on new ground. You know.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know if you remember, I'll give you a good example. When I was in WA one year and I picked up a half-ounce bit on a bit of a track, an old track, and it was very water-worn. I went up the little slope ground a little bit and I got another bit, but as I was going up the gully, it was getting rougher and sharper. Do you remember this story?
Oh, how could I forget, honestly?
Yeah.
When you had me and the kids digging this whole patch out.
I was digging too.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got 3 bits of gold in it, probably half a metre. And I showed an old prospector over there what I'd found, and he said, "You're on the reef." He said, "Dig a hole." So it was about 1 metre square, I suppose. And we dug down about, 1.5 foot, and I went over the dirt that I'd thrown out, and there was just gold everywhere, wasn't there? And then we went down probably another 3 foot. There was another pocket of gold and another pocket of gold. I think we got about 8 ounces out of that hole. It was down about 5 foot by 1 metre. And it's what they call I call a pipe. It's where it's come out of decomposed slates. It's come out of the ground like that and then just spilt down the side of that hill.
And the only reason we didn't go deeper was because we felt it was a bit unsafe, because it was getting up around our head.
Yeah.
We could have gone deeper.
And I remember it was either 2 or 3 shovelfuls of dirt I grabbed from it and put in some bags. And when we got home, I panned it off, and there was 12 grams of fine gold. I've always wanted to go back there, but where it is now, it's right near an active mine. Hopefully they haven't filled it in, you know. Well, we filled the hole in, but yeah, hopefully they haven't dumped a whole heap of dirt on top of it. But anyway, it was really good.
Yeah.
But that's sort of loaming for gold with a metal detector. You know, getting that bit here, bit there, bit there, bit there. And a lot of people will find a patch of gold, whether it's in Victoria or WA or New South Wales, but they haven't got the experience or the knowledge to dig down where they got that rough gold, you know.
Yeah, if it's rough, it means you knew the source.
It just hasn't travelled.
Yeah. So there'll be more there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so basically that's loaming for gold, but it's hard work, but it can be rewarding.
Yeah, that's right. I've got an extra topic tonight that I'd like to talk about. I want to have a whinge. This is Leanne's whinge session about News Corp.
Yeah.
So basically, News Corp wrote us a letter, or the agency, an agency that deals with News Corp, suing us for having a photo on our website of Darren holding the Lucky Strike gold nugget.
Yeah.
Because it was taken by one of their photographers, even though at the time they said
we could use
the photos.
Yep.
We didn't get it in writing. Obviously our mistake.
Yep.
But like I said to the Geelong Advertiser, which is where it all came, which was where the story went to, if we didn't give them the story, which landed on the front page, which would have helped sales, we wouldn't be in this predicament today where they're suing us, basically.
It's not a lot that they're suing us for, but it's the principle of the matter.
It's over $1,000. That's enough.
Yeah.
That's enough. It's not like it's only $50 or something.
So next time we've got a story.
Yeah, but I just think it's wrong. It's a photo of you, your gold, on our website.
Yeah, which they said we could use, but yeah.
Yeah, and they're suing us for having it on our website, which we have taken it off now, so it's not there anymore.
Yeah.
We've done what they've said, but yeah, they're saying cough up the money. So we're not happy, happy at all, News Corp. So here's a warning to anybody that has a photo, gets a photo taken by a newspaper, the media, whatever media, TVs, whatever, make sure you get it in writing that you can use your own photo of yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
Otherwise, they'll sue you. How is that fair?
Yeah, yeah. Yet I've seen photos of me out there with that nugget.
Other people
and other companies are using it. Yeah.
And it's, we get sued.
Anyway.
Crazy.
That's your whinge of the night.
It's a crazy life. Well, it's a very litigious life now, isn't it?
Yeah,
we lead. So not happy.
Yeah, it's getting a bit like America, isn't it?
Well, it is an American company and it is an American agency, so it is America doing this. So yeah. So yes. Anyway, that is my whinge of the night. Okay, so I think that is about it. We can't do that.
Okay.
It is the end of the show tonight. Okay. So thank you everybody for joining us. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you back here next week.
We will.
Sorry, in the comments we will be mentioning the winner.
Yeah, we will. We'll pick one out.
That's right.
Okay.
Lovely. All right, guys.
See you guys.
Enjoy your night.
Bye.
Bye.